There's a good fresh wolf track for you. There's a grouse feather there, and they're kind of scattered all throughout here, which leads me to believe that the wolves killed the grouse here. And they do that a lot on this road here. It's let up some now, but it was pouring pretty good for a second. I was gone for a little over a week. I had to go back to town and do some job-related stuff. You know, I had to do a physical and some paperwork and some training. I'm starting a new job this summer. Going to be doing mostly road construction, which kind of, you know, my original plan was to be up here all summer, you know, year-round, but with the COVID-19 stuff going on, that really changed things, because where I'm at, I'm up in northeast Minnesota. You know, the Boundary Waters is like a stone's throw from here, so it's pretty, you know, there's not a whole lot for work up here to begin with, you know, and everything's kind of resort type stuff, and basically seasonal, you know, stuff, you know, for all the towns up here, people going to the Boundary Waters. So with the COVID stuff and the lockdowns, and they keep extending them, it's pretty uncertain what things are going to be like up here, so I don't really want to be sitting around waiting around for that to all go away, you know, before I can start making money. So I think the best thing was to just take a good job in my hometown, doing road construction through the summer months, and then I'm off November through April. And it's nice with this job, we work enough hours, you know, we work 80, 90-hour weeks, and we work enough hours where our benefits carry over all winter, so that's really nice. So that's kind of what I'm going to have to do. You know, everybody in Alaska on those shows, you know, and stuff, they all go to town and work during the summers. You know, you got to have money to do this stuff, you know, for gear and things like that, and food and other stuff. But you know, you used to be able to make a full-time living, or at least enough to get by back in the day, you know, many years ago, when fur prices were good. You know, you could go out and trap all winter and have enough to keep you afloat through the summer and, you know, all year round. But it's pretty much impossible to do that nowadays because the fur prices are terrible. So you pretty much don't really have a choice but to go into town and work during the summer months. And where I'm at, it's about an hour for me, with if you factor in the hike, the drive on all these trails and back roads and stuff. It takes me well over an hour to get to town. So I would do it, you know, but like I said, with the COVID-19 stuff, there's just who knows what it's going to be like this summer. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing that new job, and it's Monday through Saturday. We will get a few Saturdays off, it sounds like, you know, and any chance I can get, I'm going to come up here. Even if we do work a Saturday, I'm not opposed to buzzing up here at the Saturday night, and then, you know, spending all day Sunday getting projects done and starting a couple outbuildings and my porch and all that. So I'm waiting to hear from them. I either start this Monday or next Monday, and if we start next Monday, that means I'll be here another week, and I should be able to get a lot more stuff done. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, you got to have money to do stuff, so that's life. But, you know, that's all right. You know, you just, you know, bust butt, you know, for 6 months of the year, and then yeah, have 6 months off. You know, be able to spend the full winter out here. That's pretty nice. So that's kind of where I'm at. Kind of sucks. COVID changed things, but it is what it is, you know. I think it'll be good though. It's good pay, really good money, good benefits. So should be a good way to kind of set up my life. Or, you know, like I said, I can work, contribute to society 6 months of the year, just work really hard, and then 6 months of the year be able to spend it full time here at the cabin. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to kind of say that so you guys know that the videos this summer will be kind of not quite every week, hopefully every week, but you know, who knows. I'm going to try to get up here every chance I can, so stay tuned. I got some other fun stuff planned this summer, so I'll try to keep you guys posted on what's going on all summer. But that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to do something different next summer, or next winter, I mean. Rather than having a vehicle out here, because that kind of sucks, having a vehicle and just having to worry about that. I hardly ever use it anyway. And there's really no reason for me to go to town because I bring in enough food in the fall where, I can typically stay all winter. So I'm just gonna get dropped off out here, at the end of deer season. So about mid-November, I'll get dropped off and spend a month and a half here, and then for Christmas I'll get picked up, go back to my hometown, spend that with my family, then get dropped off again for the rest of the winter. So that's kind of what I think I'm gonna, plan it out to do next winter. That way I don't have a vehicle out here because there's really no reason to, and then I can just kind of be stuck here at the cabin with no way to, going to town's like a expedition anyway. It's an all-day affair. It's like a long hike to the vehicle. You hope it starts, and then driving to town takes over an hour, on these crappy little trails and back roads, and so pretty dumb. I'll just bring in, basically the only thing I went to town for was milk and eggs, which I think if I can just bring in powdered milk, which is basically I just use milk to cook with and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to plan on doing next winter. Just be totally dropped off, keep it really simple, kind of use just hand tools, I think, because I'm hoping to have enough firewood put up for next winter. So I'll just be able to hike and do some trapping and a lot of snowshoeing and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm setting up my life to do, work really hard 6 months of the year, and then 6 months be a free man here at the cabin. I think that's a pretty good balance. Spend 6 months contributing to society and playing the game and doing all that, and then be a free man for 6 months straight. I think that'll be pretty fun. So anyways, stay tuned for this summer. I'll still have some videos for you guys. I'll be able to get some projects done here. There's a lot to do, man. Holy cow. I'm just looking at all these wood chips and stuff. There's a lot of raking to do and a lot of stumps to remove and stuff like that. So that's kind of the plan for this summer anyways. Alright, I thought I'd give you guys one last little tour of the cabin before I button it up for the summer. I'll be back on the weekends, when I can, so it's not like I'm going to be gone, forever. But I moved the wood stove out here because I got that new wood stove that's a little smaller, and it's got the glass front, and it's got heat shields, that are mounted, to the sides and back of it that are kind of built on the stove. And it allows you to be a lot closer to combustibles, but I'm still going to have a heat shield back there, but just to be extra safe. But it'll allow me to tuck the stove in a little bit closer to the corner so it won't protrude out, far and take up a bunch of space. I moved the futon over here because I was kind of envisioning how this new setup was going to be, and I moved it over here. I'm going to leave it there because I like it there. It doesn't take up, it's kind of annoying having it right in the middle of the cabin, so I'm going to leave that there. Then I'm going to have kind of a nice small lazy boy recliner right here so I can sit there, look out the window, watch the fire. And then a little table here I'm going to make. Actually, it's that one that we had here, but I'm going to cut it down a little bit and shorten it up some so it's not so big. But I'm going to have that against the window here, and that'll be kind of a desk, and then it'll serve it. There's enough room where two people can sit there and eat. But if I have more people, I'll slide it in, and then we can all sit around. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm envisioning. I think that'll make it a lot more spacious in here, and that'll be a really good layout. And then I'll have the chair will be kind of like right here, and it'll still kind of have a more open space to it. 12 by 16, you want to have, you don't want it to be cluttered. So I think that'll be pretty simple. This futon doubles as my bed, obviously. I sleep on it no problem, with if it's just me. If Sierra's here, then I can slide it out and fold it out or whatever. But yeah, other than that, I got a few more shelves I want to put in here. I got some old saws I'm gonna kind of hang up back here on this wall that I think will look pretty cool. A couple other little decorations, but yeah, so that way it's just not bare logs here. But I still gotta seal the inside of the cabin here, so that's kind of why I've been keeping the walls bare and not really putting much up. So that's kind of what I'm envisioning, and then the kitchen, of course, is gonna stay where it's at. I still got some to finish this up here and put some cabinets. I'm either gonna do cabinets, or if I don't get around to that, I'll just, in my Alaska cabin just had a curtain that hung down here. And that was pretty slick too. If you find a cool pattern for something that goes around that, and you just, move the curtain over and grab something. I liked that actually. So yeah, but then other than that, all this will pretty much stay the same. little decoration, you know, here and there. Oh, the ceiling. So this is just that Reflectix. This is the same stuff that I have in my floor. This Reflectix insulation, you know, bubble foil that Boss of the Swamp turned me on to. It's the bomb. I love it. But I'm going to put fiberglass insulation in between these, and then I will put some more Reflectix, you know, on the up against that, and then some decorative wood over that, so the ceiling will be closed up and it'll be like a wood ceiling and much more insulated. You know, we have no problem getting the cabin up to temp, but I would like a little more heat retention if I can, you know, so if the stove dies down, it doesn't just lose heat, you know, so you can let it die down and still have it be pretty comfortable in here. More insulation the merrier, you know. You can always open up a window if you need to, which I typically do a lot. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna button her up, and this right here, that looks like it's open, but there's a tarp over that, so no need to worry there. And then I got some metal that I'll get in here as soon as I can get that on whatever weekend. And yeah, that should be good. You know, my rafters here are 10 feet long, and they stick out like, it's like 22 inches or something past the wall, so there's a pretty good overhang on the sides. But what's nice is, you know, a 10-foot long rafter or a 10-foot sheet of metal, just, you know, you can just slap that on. That should go pretty fast. Getting the metal, it's just a matter of getting it back here. Getting it back here is going to be the big adventure. Putting it on is not going to be a big deal, but other than that, that is pretty much it. Like I said, a few more shelves and stuff in here, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get some more projects done here this summer. Then of course I got the porch, you know, that I'll be doing. I'm kind of, the one thing people always ask what I would change about the cabin. If I could change one thing, I would have made the overhang here farther, because it's 4 feet that it sticks out. But if it's raining and it's like windy, you know, it kind of blows, like you're sitting there, you'll get like some on your lap, you know. Same with snow. If it's snowing, you'll get, you know, and it's blowing, it kind of, you guys saw this winter, you know, I like to leave wood right here, and then you know, that always gets snow on it and stuff. So if I could change one thing, you know, I would have done a lot farther or a longer overhang, because I would like to, you know, have a pretty good, you know, chunk of wood here during the winter, and keep the snow off it, you know, and a little grill here for the summer. You know, it's just, I would like more space, a bigger porch, I guess is what I'm really trying to say. But yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how I can extend it without it looking stupid. You know, I could always do one of these like slant porches like this, you know, that kind of come out, but I don't know how good that would look on this. I like the way the cabin looks from the front like this, you know, and it'll look really good when I get the metal on the roof and then button this up with the wood. That'll really set the place off. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do exactly for the porch. So I was just getting ready to head out of here, and you probably can't see it, but this massive tree fell like right there. You can see like there's the top of it, like right behind the cabin. It's really, really windy today. And I was just sitting there like kind of daydreaming, and then I heard it kind of cracking, you know, and I started backing up, and I tripped and landed my ass right on one of those stumps. It hurt so bad. I thought I broke my tailbone. I had to sit there and decide if I broke my tailbone or not for like a minute, but we're all good. It's gonna be a pretty good bruise though. But yeah, that was pretty gnarly. But that's like literally that was like the only tree that could hit the cat. This one right here could, this tall pine, but I don't know. I'll have to take that down someday, I guess. All right, I got it all buttoned up, windows all boarded up, and I'm getting ready to head out of here. I'm sure I'll be back pretty soon though.